It is day 5. Welcome back again to Chicken Check-In. My brother's making fun of me. He's running away. We'll get an interview with him sometime. But he's making fun of me for doing this. Anyhow, Chicken Check-In here, day 5. I'll show you what the house looks like. Birds are still small. Ooh, sorry about that. Camera doesn't like going from cold to hot. Again, it's chilly outside, warm inside. They're loving it. They are pretty much cleaning up a lot of the feed that's out there. So I thought I might start doing something where I show you a certain aspect or equipment in our chicken house. Today I'll do feed. My brother's hiding again, so pardon the smirking, but he's making fun of me. So the feed comes in the house from outside. We've got 2 bins on the outside. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. That's my brother Trent. We're 6 years apart, but have a good time working together. So I'll show you the bins here real quick. The bins are 20 ton? 21. Brother says 21, so that must be right. He does the inventory and reports inventory to feeders, to wangers every week on what we have and schedules the loads coming in. So that's his responsibility. But the bins here hold our feed. In the back bin here, this one, we have our starter feed that we're using. This bin, there's always a little bit left over at the end of a flock because we don't want them to get down to no feed that last day or two. So we never want them to run completely out of feed, and therefore there's going to be a little bit left over. I think there might be 2 or 3 ton in there. Not a lot, but it's in the sealed container, the bin. I'll show you what it looks like. We go up the bin here. We'll climb to the top. Just don't look down. We'll go ahead and open this bin up. If we open the lid, it's hard to see, but there's a bunch of feed in the bin. You can kind of see where the dust was at. There's a ring down there. That ring is where we would have started and where we're at now on day, what is it, day 5. So again, we'll go down the bin. I'm not a big fan of heights. These are maybe 25 feet up in the air. Good for views and to get your heart pumping if you're a little shy about heights the way I am. And it runs in by an auger, the white pipe. See if I can show you here. Underneath, pipe goes up, a little bit of duct tape. Duct tape is a farmer's best friend, just so you know. Duct tape and vice grips. Anyway, runs through here, goes into the house, through the ceiling, comes through here, drops down the first standpipe into a hopper. Once that fills up, it fills up the pipe, and then it runs across to the next one, down into the other hopper. And from there, the feeders take it. The feeders have another auger here at the bottom that run through the pipe the whole way out the house. And again, that's dropping down at certain spots for the birds as well. It'll drop in the pans. Drops in the pans here for them to eat. And the same thing if we go further along here. I need to turn them on because they're starting to eat more. It goes down these pipes. So when they're little, we'll keep these flats here. These guys, these extra flats. for supplemental feed. As they get bigger, we'll actually take these away, turn the tubes up, and so nothing can drop out the bottom. The hole is covered up, and it's just the pans that are used from then on out. We're trying to limit the amount of feed that we spill as best as possible. Again, the birds show up to eat. They're not putting on a plate, fork and spoon and keeping it all nice and neat. They are spilling it different places. They'll scrape it out, and we just try and keep it as little spillage as possible, but also having access is always key. We don't want them to run out. So again, that's the feeder lines. That's how we get feed distributed to the birds. Some people think we do it by hand still, or that we toss feed out on the floor to our animals. Something you can do. They would end up getting it, but at the end of the day, we are trying not to spill feed when we're feeding our animals. So we're trying to control costs. Got to be sustainable. Hopefully anyone who's raising maybe even smaller or larger amounts of bird, you also are thinking about the cost of your feed and trying to keep that to a minimum in terms of wasting or spoiling any feed that is given to the birds. Okay, one last thing on day 5. Thought I'd show you what it's like now that the feed is run out and the lights are off, what it looks like when we turn the lights on for these chicks.